The pet food market feels like it's in a constant state of flux. I mean, from the surprising costs of lifetime pet care to this urgent search for sustainable ingredients, it's a dynamic environment demanding our sharpest attention.
Absolutely. And understanding these swift currents isn't just about reacting, it's really about anticipation.
Okay.
The brands that strategically adapt their product development, their marketing, their e-commerce strategy now, they'll be the ones leading the pack in 2025 and well beyond.
Welcome, everyone, to the Pet Food Insider, brought to you by CPG.ai, your essential briefing for leaders across the pet food industry. I'm here to delve into the raw data, the emerging trends, and, the fascinating consumer behaviors that are shaping our world.
And I'll be translating those signals into the concrete business implications and, crucially, the actionable strategies you need to drive your brand forward. Today is August 25, 2025, and we're about to explore some really significant market shifts.
Yeah, our focus today is pet food market moves, price shock, protein pivots, and social commerce. We're pulling insights directly from the latest reports and analyses found within the provided documents so you get a truly informed perspective.
And, most importantly, we'll uncover what these shifts really mean for your product roadmaps, your marketing campaigns, your e-commerce channels, and, your overall brand strategy. So where should we begin this exploration today? Maybe start with that price shock. Let's definitely kick things off with the price shock. The data on pet care costs is incredibly revealing. I mean, it points to significant financial strain for many pet parents. It's a real eye-opener.
Okay, let's unpack this because the numbers are truly stunning. The Synchrony 2025 Pet Lifetime of Care study reveals that nearly 8 in 10 U.S. pet owners severely underestimate the true costs.
8 in 10.
Exactly. I mean, we're talking about a massive gap here. Caring for a dog now ranges from, $22,000 up to over $60,000 across 15 years.
Wow.
And cats, between $20,000 and $47,000, yet dog owners, on average, they expect to spend only about $8,000.
So much lower.
And cat owners even less, under $6,000. That's not just a disconnect, it's a chasm. And these costs are rising fast. Since just 2022, we've seen an 11.65% increase for dogs and a staggering 19.4% for cats.
Almost 20% for cats. That's huge.
It is. And the humanization trend is still incredibly strong, right? 61% of owners see their pets as family members, but this comes with increased financial stress. Nearly half, 48%, now worry about unexpected expenses. That's a big jump from just 1 in 3 back in 2022.
So the worry is growing.
Definitely. A significant 74% have faced unplanned costs over $250, but here's the worrying part. Only 31% feel they could comfortably manage a large veterinary bill. So how are they coping? Well, a striking 58% result to credit cards, and only a mere 24% actually have emergency savings or pet insurance set aside.
Credit cards mainly, then.
Seems like it. What's also interesting is the growth in cat ownership. Now 37% of U.S. households, and alongside that, nearly doubled spending on tech for cats, automated litter boxes, smart feeders.
Right, the tech side.
Yeah, while dog owners seem to be spending more on health insurance, maybe trying to manage those potential vet bills.
Okay, so what's truly fascinating here isn't just the sticker shock, but how deeply committed pet parents are, despite this financial strain.
Exactly.
The real insight, I think, for brand and marketing managers is to pivot. You need to move from simply selling products to framing pet care, not as these mounting unpredictable expenses, but, as a manageable long-term investment in a beloved family member's wellness.
Like an investment, not just a cost.
Precisely. And this opens doors for innovative subscription models or wellness plans, things that bundle essential care with financial predictability. That's much better than just pointing them towards another credit card offer.
Makes sense.
And for product and innovation managers, this data really suggests a strong need to develop maybe more affordable entry-level lines or perhaps value-sized options for essential products. Critically, without compromising on that quality or perceived value, maybe look into multi-benefit products too, things that consolidate spending, offering several solutions in one package.
Get more bang for your buck, essentially.
Right. And for the customer insight managers listening, it's absolutely crucial to deepen your understanding of these specific financial stress points. Go out and gauge consumer receptiveness to these more predictable payment structures. I mean, the core question is, are we just providing products, or are we providing genuine financial solutions for these deeply committed pet parents?
That's a really great point. These aren't just transactions. They're clearly emotional investments. But speaking of investments, let's pivot now to what goes into the food itself. Our next area of focus is on these protein pivots, a theme profoundly shaped by both sustainability demands and, well, some unexpected supply chain challenges.
Yeah, this isn't just about what pets eat. It's really about the resilience of the entire supply chain, isn't it?
It really is. We're seeing a dramatic shift in how essential omega-3s are sourced. Traditional fish oil, the common source for DHA and EPA, it's becoming increasingly problematic. Overfishing is a huge concern. This is leading to significant ingredient sourcing issues and massive price instability. We saw price swings as high as 600% in 2023 alone.
600%. That's incredible volatility.
It is. And pet parents are increasingly concerned about the planet. Nearly 70% worry about climate change, and they want human-like, high-quality, and sustainable ingredients for their pets. They're connecting their values to their pet purchases.
Which makes total sense in this humanization context.
Exactly. But here's where the innovation truly shines. We're seeing some incredible plant-based and fermentation-derived alternatives emerging. It's quite exciting, actually.
Okay, tell us more.
So for plant-based, we have Ahiflower oil, which comes from the Buglosoides arvensis plant. The key thing here is its incredible efficiency. It converts to the critical DHA and EPA up to 10 times more effectively than flaxseed.
10 times, okay.
Yeah, offering a powerful, sustainable alternative to fish oil. Get this. 1 acre provides the omega-3 equivalent of over 500,000 anchovies.
Wow, that's a powerful stat.
It really is. We're already seeing it in products like Wagwell treats. Then there's New Seed Nutritional, which has optimized canola to produce DHA, EPA, and ALA directly, creating a completely new, stable supply chain. And ADM is also in the mix, offering plant-based ALA from regeneratively farmed cotton and soy, really appealing to those value-shopping pet owners.
So several plant-based options coming online.
Definitely. And beyond plants, precision fermentation is, well, it's a true game changer. Corbian algae ingredients uses microalgae fermentation in these closed tanks, basically transforming cane sugars into omega-3 rich algae. This is highly sustainable, very consistent, and gives you a fully traceable supply suitable for all kinds of pet foods.
Traceability is key there, too.
Absolutely. Similarly, DSM Ferminic provides a fermentation-derived algal oil. It has zero marine impact and is actually more than twice as potent as fish oils. They say a single ton saves 66 tons of wild fish.
Incredible efficiency again.
Yeah. But it's not just sustainability driving these pivots. We have to talk about the return of the H5N1 avian influenza. That's another major factor.
Right, the bird flu.
As of April 2024, there were 70 cases reported in the U.S., severely impacting dairy and poultry farms. And considering poultry holds nearly 40% of the dollar share for proteins in pet food, well, the $75 million drop in Q1 2025 sales for poultry pet food, that signals a major disruption.
Especially since chicken is such a dominant protein.
Exactly. Over 70% of pet owners still purchase chicken-based products, so this could have big ripple effects.
Okay, so this creates a multi-layered challenge, definitely, but also immense opportunity. For product and innovation managers, the strategic imperative seems pretty clear. You've got to accelerate R&D and sourcing in these sustainable omega-3 alternatives, whether they're plant-based or these fermentation-derived algae.
Makes sense.
But maybe more broadly, it's really time to actively explore and test novel proteins in diverse flavors. Think beef, lamb, salmon, turkey, even multi-flavored options as strategic, resilient alternatives to chicken. Supply chain resilience is not just a buzzword anymore. It's genuinely a core competitive advantage.
You have to have backup plans.
You really do. And for brand and marketing managers, you absolutely must develop transparent messaging. Talk about your ingredient sourcing. Make clear sustainability claims for these novel omega-3 sources, and proactively prepare robust campaigns to communicate the benefits of these new protein options to a market that's already showing signs, as you said, of shifting away from chicken.
Get ahead of it.
Yes. And finally, for customer insight managers, it's vital to continuously monitor consumer acceptance and perception. How do they feel about these new sustainable ingredients in alternative proteins? Understanding their preferences related to transparency, origin, and the functional benefits. That's going to be absolutely key to guiding future innovations and ensuring market adoption.
That's a really comprehensive look at how these supply chain pressures and sustainability demands are reshaping our protein and fat sources. But staying with innovative ingredients for a moment, let's talk about another fascinating area that's gaining traction, especially as pets are, increasingly seen as family members. The intriguing rise of functional fungi in pet wellness. Ah, yes, the mushrooms. This is interesting. And this next development really feels like a potential game changer. The whole humanization of pet products trend, it's directly fueling mushroom innovations for pets. It mirrors a category that absolutely dominated the Natural Products Expo West 2025 for humans.
Right. It often transfers over.
Exactly. What many people don't realize is that mushrooms are fungi, not plants. They have both the fruiting body, the cap and stalk we typically see, and the mycelia, which are these root-like structures underground that contain beneficial beta-glucan fibers.
Okay, the active parts.
Right, those are the active compounds offering health benefits, but, and this is important, only when they're properly extracted. Just adding raw mushroom powder is far less effective.
Extraction is key.
Got it. Now, in terms of regulation in the U.S., it's a bit of a nuanced landscape. AAFCO, the Association of American Feed Control Officials, currently approves only 5 specific mushroom species as common foods.
Only 5.
Right. But mushrooms and fungi themselves aren't broadly defined, and the FDA views animal supplements generally as unapproved drugs, which means you have to be really careful about making medical claims.
So navigating the claims is tricky.
It is. That's where the National Animal Supplement Council, or NASC, plays a crucial role. They provide compliance guidance. For example, they recommend using terms like administration guidelines instead of dosage.
Subtle but important wording.
Very. And due diligence in sourcing is absolutely paramount. Manufacturers really need to ask about the identity, the growth methods, the elements, the processing, and especially focus on those proper extraction methods, like dual extraction, which uses both water and alcohol to capture the full spectrum of beneficial compounds for maximum efficacy.
Makes sense. You need the full benefit.
Experts recommend looking for U.S.-grown, certified organic, and clinically studied mushrooms. And let's not forget the sustainability aspect here. Mushrooms are actually among the most sustainably produced foods, using less water and energy, often grown in vertical farms.
Good point on sustainability, too.
So what does this all mean for pet wellness? Well, functional fungi are powerful adaptogens. They help the body fight stress, they modulate the immune system, provide antioxidants, and reduce inflammation.
A lot of potential benefits there.
Definitely. For example, reishi mushrooms are adaptogenic, known for supporting cognitive function and stress reduction. We're seeing them in products like Healthy Bud mini training treats. Reishi also offers anti-inflammatory benefits for joint issues and arthritis and supports liver function.
Interesting.
Then there's turkey tail, which is a powerful immune activator and even recognized as a cancer fighter. It's an approved therapy for humans in Japan. You can find it in products like Gutsy Immune Bites.
Wow.
Lion's mane stimulates brain development, can improve mood, and supports gut health also in those healthy bud treats. And other species like shiitake, chaga, maitake, and cordyceps offer various benefits for the liver, heart, immunity, arthritis, and energy levels.
So a whole range of specific functions. This is definitely a burgeoning market, but one that, as you said, needs careful navigation.
Absolutely.
For product and innovation managers, the challenge is really to strategically explore these specific mushroom species for targeted health benefits in new supplements, treats, perhaps even food formulations. And remember, focusing on those proper extraction methods, like dual extraction, is absolutely crucial to ensure you're actually delivering efficacy. You're not just adding an ingredient, you're delivering on a wellness promise.
That's a key distinction.
It is. For brand and marketing managers, building brand trust is paramount. You need to clearly communicate the specific functional benefits. Think immune support, cognitive enhancement, but do it without making those unapproved medical claims. Leverage the humanization trend, absolutely, but do it while thoroughly educating consumers on efficacy and responsible sourcing. Maybe prominently displaying the NASC seal of quality could help build that trust.
The seal could be important.
I think so. And for customer insight managers, it's really about identifying those unmet needs for holistic pet health and wellness, where functional fungi can genuinely provide solutions. You need to monitor consumer perception of these novel ingredients and understand what educational requirements are needed to drive adoption. This isn't just a fleeting trend. It feels like a strategic pathway to meet these evolving pet-parent demands for holistic wellness.
That's a great point about trust and education being key. These novel ingredients definitely require some careful brand storytelling. Okay, let's pivot now to the social commerce aspect of our title, a force that is truly reshaping how pet products are discovered and sold, alongside some fascinating new insights into just how much pet parent priorities are changing.
Yeah, commerce side is shifting rapidly too.
It really is. The market overall has seen a significant rebound, and it seems largely driven by e-commerce, value brands, and promotions. U.S. online pet care sales grew nearly 9% in 2024. That channel now represents a massive 40% of the total market, hitting $84 billion.
40% online now, wow.
It's huge. This shift online is profound, but here's the kicker. Social commerce is absolutely exploding. TikTok pet sales alone reached $158 million in 2024. That's a staggering 93% increase year over year.
93% growth on TikTok.
Yeah, particularly strong for pet supplies like water bowls, scoopers, toys, things that are visually appealing and easy to demonstrate. This isn't just people browsing, they're buying directly through the platform.
That's a fundamental shift in discovery and purchase.
It really is. But it's not just about where people are buying, it's also about their changing priorities. Insights from a recent Trusted House Sitter survey reveal a really significant cultural shift. 56% of pet owners now say they travel less since getting a pet.
That's over half.
Yes, and a remarkable 61% worry more about their pet's well-being than their own enjoyment when they do go on vacation.
Wow, prioritizing the pet's experience over their own.
Exactly. Over half plan trips specifically around finding pet-friendly accommodations. 22% choose road trips specifically so they can bring their animals along. And 16% actually spend more on travel just to avoid leaving their pets behind. Honestly, I think every pet parent listening can probably relate to that feeling of guilt.
Oh, absolutely. That guilt is real.
This points to such a deeply emotional bond. Get this. In some truly surprising results from the survey, 12% feel more guilty leaving a pet with a sitter than leaving a child with a sitter.
More than a child.
And 9% would feel worse about leaving a pet than forgetting their child's birthday. Nearly 10% have even cut trips short because of separation anxiety, either their pets or their own. Over half admit their pet's sad face while they're packing is enough to make them second-guess leaving at all. And almost half just don't trust anyone else to properly care for their pet.
That level of attachment is profound.
It truly illustrates that pets are increasingly viewed as integral family members whose emotional needs often take precedence over personal indulgence and even major life decisions.
Okay, this data isn't just interesting. It's signaling a massive shift in consumer behavior that really demands strategic adaptation across the board.
Right.
For e-commerce managers, you simply have to prioritize and truly optimize those social commerce channels like TikTok. Focus on product discovery and direct sales, especially for those highly visible pet supplies you mentioned. Partnering with influencers and creators isn't just an option anymore. It's quickly becoming a necessity to build that authentic connection. You need to ensure your entire online presence is robust, user-friendly, and seamlessly integrated with these social platforms.
Integration is key.
Absolutely. For brand and marketing managers, your campaigns absolutely must resonate deeply with this powerful emotional bond between pets and owners. Acknowledge this growing prioritization of pets and lifestyle decisions. Maybe explore pet-inclusive travel product lines or related solutions. And crucially, use social media not just for pushing transactions, but for building genuine community and brand affinity around these shared pet parenting values.
Build the community first.
Exactly. And for product and innovation managers, think about products that directly support these pet-inclusive lifestyles. Things like travel-friendly food options, calming supplements, or wellness products specifically designed to address pet anxiety when owners are away. Also, you mentioned private label earlier, with 32% of pet supplies now being private label. Exploring those opportunities makes a lot of sense. It could meet that demand for high-quality, value-driven products in what is still a financially conscious market for many.
Good point about private label fitting in here.
All right, so let's try to pull together the main threads from our discussion today on pet food market moves, price shock, protein pivots, and social commerce. If you had to boil it down, what are the 2 or 3 most critical strategic imperatives for our listeners based on all this compelling data we've covered?
Okay, yeah, boiling it down. Firstly, I'd say the pet care market is unequivocally demanding both value and sustainability. That seems crystal clear. It's driven by these financially strained but incredibly attached pet parents who are, willing to go to great lengths for their animals but need solutions that fit their budget and values.
Value and sustainability, got it. What else?
And secondly, resilience in the supply chain, particularly for key inputs like proteins and essential nutrients like omega-3s, it's just no longer optional. It's become a core competitive advantage, especially given the volatility we're seeing from issues like overfishing and the ongoing avian flu concerns.
Excellent summary. Value and sustainability meet supply chain resilience. So for the leadership teams listening, the critical questions you should be asking yourselves are probably these. First, how agile is your product development process? Can you pivot quickly to sustainable, novel ingredients and alternative proteins, especially given these supply chain vulnerabilities we've discussed?
Agility is key.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And second, how effectively are your brand and e-commerce strategies leveraging these powerful social channels? Are you truly connecting with and serving a pet parent base that increasingly prioritizes their pet's well-being above almost everything else, while also seeking real value in what is still a challenging economic climate for many? The landscape is moving incredibly fast, and anticipating these shifts rather than just reacting, that's how you truly stay ahead and ultimately win the market.
And that's our exploration into pet food market moves, price shock, protein pivots, and social commerce for this briefing of the Pet Food Insider, brought to you by CPG.ai.
Thank you so much for tuning in. We really hope this discussion provides a clearer roadmap for navigating the opportunities and, yes, the challenges ahead in 2025.
For more details on all the data points we discussed, make sure to check out the link in our show notes.
And please don't forget to subscribe to the Pet Food Insider, brought to you by CPG.ai, so you don't miss our next briefing. We'll keep bringing you these insights.
Until next time, keep a sharp eye on those evolving trends and keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible in this dynamic industry.
And keep translating those trends into winning strategies. Keep driving innovation and leading the market.